these service members have made the commitment to serve their country, and this is what the Biden and the Harris administration has done as a thank you. And so what I want to do again is just showcase that in this video, and how Biden and the Harris administration has failed the military families.
He attended a wreath-laying ceremony, obviously, for the 13 service members who were killed during the U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan. He was invited by those family members, important to say that. He also had campaign staffers with him. Photos, videos were posted on a campaign site. Taking campaign photos and videos at grave sites is forbidden under federal law. You, of course, served at Arlington Cemetery in the Old Guard, so I know that this is a sacred place for you. Bottom line, though, I guess, Senator, is it ever appropriate to make campaign content at military grave sites?
He didn't take campaign photos there. These families, Goldstar Families, whose children died because of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris's incompetence, invited him to the cemetery. And they asked him to take those photos because, as they told me yesterday, when I spoke to Kelly Barnett and Darren Hoover, the parents of Taylor Hoover, who has Arkansas ties, they don't get to go to the beach on Labor Day. They don't get to have barbecues. This is their one chance to have a memory of their children, to commemorate their service and to honor their sacrifice. They wanted President Trump there. They wanted to take those photos. You know who the families also invited? Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. Where were they? Joe Biden was sitting at a beach. Kamala Harris was sitting at her mansion in Washington, D.C. She was 4 miles away. 10 minutes. She could have gone to the cemetery and honored the sacrifice of those young men and women, but she hasn't. She never has spoken to them or taken a meeting with them.
Well, they did meet with them during the dignified transfer. They were with them at the dignified transfer.
Her and Joe Biden's incompetence, those 13 Americans were killed in Afghanistan.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. And in today's video, what I really want to do is just honor the 13 service members that served in protecting our country. And in this video, I'm going to showcase what Donald Trump has done and what Kamala Harris has done. So in this clip that you just saw by Senator Tom Cotton, he's describing what happened with the families and with Donald Trump, and in Donald Trump honoring those that served our country in Afghanistan after what Biden and the Harris administration has done. And so what I want to do again is just showcase that in this video, and how Biden and the Harris administration has failed the military families. The next clip that you're about to see is Donald Trump showcasing and giving a voice to these families, and these service members have made the commitment to serve their country, and this is what the Biden has done as a thank you to them, okay? And so I do want to showcase John 15 verse 13, and it says this: "No one has greater love nor stronger commitment than to lay down his or her own life for his friends." And so I just want to showcase that, and how these family members really emphasize, or these service members have really emphasized what John 15:13 really showcases. I read from the Amplified version because of the fact that it says nor stronger commitment. It does take a commitment to serve your country. And what I want to showcase is that we have to have a government and administration to be able to honor that, okay? And so in this next clip, Donald Trump is showcasing what has happened and give a voice to the service members' families at the Arlington National Cemetery. In response to Donald Trump making this video and showcasing, giving a voice to these families, the next clip will be a tweet from Kamala Harris and what she has said. And then after that, what I'm going to showcase is 2 family members that have spoken out against what Kamala Harris has tweeted and responded to what Donald Trump has posted showcasing the family's stories. And so then I'm going to come back, and then I'm going to give my 2 cents, and then we're going to talk about it in the comments below. If these are the type of videos that you like to see, just commentary on exactly what's going on, biblical perspective on societal's lies, and pop culture news, definitely subscribe. Definitely comment and like this video just to get more traction and get more people just having critical thinking and a biblical perspective on exactly what's going on in today's society. So let's take a look at this next video, and we are going to talk about it after that. Thank you.
Vice President Harris.
Vice President Harris.
Vice President Harris, my name is Steve Nakui. I'm the father of Lance Corporal Kareem M. Nakui.
My name is Jim McCollum. I am the Gold Star father of United States Marine Corps Lance Corporal Riley McCollum.
This is Mark Schmitz, Gold Star father of Marine Lance Corporal Jared Schmitz.
My name is Darren Hoover, and I'm the Gold Star father of United States Marine Corps Staff Sergeant Taylor Hoover.
My daughter-in-law, Sergeant Nicole Leanne G., was killed in the Afghanistan exit at Abbey Gate.
Our kids were murdered because of your administration.
You were not at Dover for the dignified transfer, and no time have you reached out to me to offer your condolences, to offer thank you for Kareem's sacrifice and service.
You have 13 families who have been waiting over 3 years to so much as get a phone call, to so much as hear our kids' names said aloud.
You failed for 3 years and 8 months to acknowledge our kids.
Where were you and Joe Biden on August 26, 2024? Nowhere near Arlington Cemetery. You couldn't be bothered to be with us or even say our kids' names, just as you have done for the last 3 years.
Vice President Harris, I ask you, why won't you return a call and explain to us how you call my daughter-in-law's death a success? President Trump has called. President Trump shows up. President Trump takes the time to hear our loved ones' stories.
We invited him to be there.
These are the only memories we get to make with our son, and it is you who is playing politics and trying to detract from our memories made that day.
President Trump has been there for us. He's been a rock for us. He showed compassion for us, and he showed he truly cares for the families that truly do know what the ultimate sacrifice really is.
Kamala, your statement is nothing more than a political spin to help you look better in your presidential campaign against Donald Trump. You have never walked a single day in our shoes. Our kids were murdered because of your administration, and you are partly to blame for that as well. What happened at Arlington was President Trump was invited by those families who have their soldiers buried at Arlington. They were invited there as a friend, as somebody who has taken the time, numerous times, on numerous occasions, to hear our stories, to speak our kids' names, and to help us get some accountability from your administration, because in over 3 years, we have gotten nothing but more and more lies. Just like your statement, more and more spun lies and cover-ups to make you and your administration look good. But there is one thing that you said in your statement that was true. No one should be running for president if they cannot honor military members, their families, as well as veterans. So I guess that means that you should step down, Kamala.
My name's Herman Lopez. I'm a Gold Star father. My son, Corporal Hunter Lopez, was a U.S. Marine killed in action on August 26, 2021. This message is intended for Vice President Kamala Harris. I'm not a person who usually takes to social media, but earlier today, your post regarding the incident at Arlington National Cemetery was brought to my attention. After reading it, it caused a reaction with me. You indicated in your post that you support the military and military families. I, for one, have not seen that support. It's been 3 years since my son was killed in action, and myself, my family, and other Gold Star families have not seen any support from you or your administration. You may make hollow promises about the economy or anything else you would like to make promises about. But one thing that I ask of you, and the reason I'm making this message, is for you to stop making comments about your support for the military. As a Goldstar father, I know that you have not supported us. I know that you have not supported other Goldstar families. Please stop making these types of comments because that support has not been demonstrated. Your words are hollow and empty. My other request is that for the American public to know that these messages, these promises from Kamala Harris, especially in regard to supporting the military and our military families, are false and baseless. They have not been proven, and she has not earned our respect. Thank you very much.
As you can see, there has been many videos of these family members speaking up and talking about the Harris and Walz administration, even the Biden and Harris administration, and what they have done and what they continue to do even today. And so I want to end with Tulsi Gabbard, I believe. She is on CNN and she is talking about this situation that happened at the Arlington National Cemetery. And I want to end with exactly what she said and the disappointment of not only our government, but the national news outlet about this whole story and the treatment of what these military families are getting. And so I want to point that out and end with what she said, because it is so important for us to pay attention to exactly what is going on and who is supporting the this administration. As I end this video, thank you guys so much for tuning in, commenting, liking this video, and subscribing. I want to thank you, and I'm grateful, and I appreciate everything that you guys are doing. Again, like this video. Let's continue and showcase and honor these families. Thank you guys so much for watching, and comment below your thoughts and anything that has been going on. Just as a military spouse, as myself, I am disappointed in our government, in our current government, and the things that are happening, and I want better. I want better for our country. If you agree, let me know in the comments below, and let's finish out this video. You guys, thank you so much for tuning in. God bless.
Next guest is a former 2020 Democratic presidential candidate and congresswoman who endorsed Trump this week and is helping him prepare for that debate. Here with me now is former Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard. Thank you so much for being here. I want to ask you about...
I just like to say one last thing on this, because I think it's important, and I've seen a lot of the headlines and the stories and the concerns that people are raising about this. But to me, as a soldier and as someone who has been deployed to different war zones in the world, and I have friends who are buried there at Section 60, what is more outrageous to me is that there wasn't universal coverage of the momentous day of the 3rd anniversary of the loss of these 13 Gold Star families, and the outrage that they feel that their loved ones are not getting the kind of coverage and memory that their great sacrifice deserves. That is what everyone should be outraged about.